We finally have race week. We are back. Longest, I think, mid-season break I can remember in a long time. And a lot's happened. So today, I've got it all here. I'm going to give you a quick rundown on anything you may have missed over the last 5 weeks. So let's start with what's new at Silverstone this weekend. The new tyre pressure rule, which was supposed to come in at the start of the season, which has the potential to really shake things up. It could do nothing really in terms of performance levels of the bikes, in terms of where they are in reference to one another. It could also make it completely different. Bikes and riders are going to handle this better or worse. Big potential for this to shake things up for the rest of the season. We have a new format in terms of practice sessions. So instead of both practice sessions on the Friday counting towards your Q1 or Q2 position going into Saturday, it will just be FP2 that does that. FP1 will just be a free practice session, and FP2 is going to be the session that counts, giving the teams a bit more freedom to just be able to just test in the first session and get their setups right without having to worry about putting down hot laps. Pol Espargaro's eyeing up a return this weekend, so horrible incident. Really bad injuries that we saw at the start of the season. He's been out ever since. Really actually is affecting his opportunity to go and try and keep his place within his team for next season. So hopefully he can get back on the bike. It is all subject to a fitness test, I suppose, on the Thursday to see whether or not he can ride. And if he gets the go-ahead, he will be out there. And, good luck to him. We want to see him back out there. Lecuona will be replacing Rins, who's still injured for this round. And if you're in the UK, like I am, ITV, who gets a couple of races a year that they get to show live. And usually one of them would be the British Grand Prix, which makes absolute perfect sense. I'm not entirely sure as the reasoning behind this at the moment, but ITV will not be showing this race live anymore. So you will either have to, I'm assuming the only reason you'd watch the ITV is if you don't pay for either like BT Sports or the MotoGP video pass. So if you were one of those people banking on being able to actually watch a race live this season where you normally wouldn't, you're going to have to resort back to your ways of finding dodgy streams, which, we don't want to condone you doing that, all right? Definitely don't do that, okay? And if you want to know how I actually feel about this like coverage thing, ITV here, and my issues with how this is all going with MotoGP coverage, I've got a video for that. Just you can click that up in the corner here. Now into silly season moves, we get all the talk at this time of year, and the first big one is a Rins to factory Yamaha link here. Now apparently there is some sort of release clause in Rins's contract that allows him to discuss with factory teams if there's a factory ride available. It looks like Yamaha is keen to move Frankie on and make this change to Rins. I think this deal is all but done. I think it's just the finer details getting sorted out now. And so I think we'll see Rins in black and blue next season. Another one that was doing the rounds in terms of riders trying to get the hell out of Honda is Mir to Gresini, which was promptly quashed by Gresini. I don't think that is a move that's actually going to happen, but the rumor was there. The other one was, even teams trying to get out of Honda here. LCR to take up a KTM satellite position there and bring in Mark and Pedro as the two riders. I think this is hugely unlikely. Lucio Cecchinello's come out in the week and said he's a Honda man. That they are not going anywhere, I don't think. In Moto2, big mover here. Sam Lowe is finally leaving the Moto2 class. He's off to World Superbikes with a Mark VDS team, and his replacement will be Philip Salach in that team next season. And in a couple of other little bits of news, Cal Crutchlow has been announced that he will be riding wildcard ride at Motegi for Yamaha's home Grand Prix. So we're all excited whenever Cal Crutchlow gets on a bike. Fantastic. We love to see it. And we love wildcards. We really enjoyed seeing Danny Pedrosa on the KTM earlier in the season. And we're going to enjoy this just as much, I hope. And that is everything that happened in the mid-season break. Oh, and Fabio's hair looks like this now. See you on the next one.